Hello. Hey, how's it going? Sorry for the wait. Hope everybody's doing good and fine. Staying warm. It's finally getting actually chilly where I am. I mean, it's been kind of cold, but now it's like chilly. Anyway, we're here today. If it'll show up. Oh no. We are here today with some Alan Wake 2. And the sound's coming through. I had to take a couple of minutes because I forgot to launch VTube Studio as soon as I started stream. Let's see. I could just do womp. Well, that's not quite right now, is it? What's up, Zozo? How you doing? I'm trying to get a game to capture. Because that's a thing that I tested out. We're just going to go. Yep, that's what I thought. We're going to do this. Doing good? Good. Been having a nice day. I just finished. Well, I had a bunch of errands to run earlier. My sister's got a baby shower coming up, and Grandma needed some supplies for that. I had to drop off some stuff at Goodwill, and I had to go cook a bunch of stuff for Grandma. And then I had to relax a little bit. But hey, I got to eat a little bit of, like, bacon broccoli spaghetti. It's not a thing I would have made, but it was pretty all right. Anyway. There. Window capture. Just display capture. Because everything else, not working so much. But here we are with Alan Wake 2, which looks fantastic. This is a great little intro, little title screen. I haven't seen any of this game. I want to show off, like, just the atmosphere. This looks a lot darker on stream, actually. So I might... I don't have everything maxed out. Where's brightness? Here we go. It's looking a little dark on screen. Also, that line at the bottom of chat. Very, very professional stream here. There we go. Okay. See, on my monitor, this looks pretty good. But looking over at OBS, how dark does that left bit look, Zozo? Because that's not too much lighter? I don't know. We'll just go with default for now. Okay. Clearly, I haven't done anything to set this up yet. Looks good? Okay. I haven't done anything to set this up yet. I looked at some settings. I haven't done anything to set this up for stream. Never buy games on the Epic Game Store. I'm jumping through a bunch of hoops in order to not play this with Epic running, because it usually bogs things down a little bit, and I don't want a bunch of, like, achievement pop-ups ruining my immersion. That shit right there, where it just cuts with no real sound effects, ace. So I'm excited. We're gonna play on normal. I went through all of the previous Alan Wakes and Control to get here. Dodge when knocked down. That wasn't a thing in previous games. We're back to Taken. No more hiss. you know, maybe. There's a lot of red in a lot of these screens. So maybe we've got his. Safe havens, which is a little like control. I like that you can kind of see. These are all like images of Alan blurring together, I think. That looks pretty good. We got flares. Source point. I'm expecting a lot of the mechanics to work like Alan Wake 1. With just a bunch of new stuff stapled on top of it. And I've been told this shit gets pretty scary pretty quick. And also, Sam Lake is doing his best Hideo Kojima with the writing. We'll see how well it runs. I might have to turn some stuff down, but for now...
Back to the beginning.
Oh god, audio.
We all come to a story with hopes and expectations.
Okay,
looking for an answer.
Maybe that's intentional.
Sometimes
that might be kind of loud.
Live with that hope without ever knowing the full story.
But my mouse is locked. Alan's going to talk to us about stories. There's Cauldron Lake, but, you know, tilted.
And the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the way. This is not the story I hoped it would be.
Starting off with a bunch of...
This is not the ending I wanted.
IRL mixed media. Oh, that's pretty good.
This story will eat us alive.
That's pretty good.
This story is a monster. And monsters wear many faces.
Man, if that deer is not a real shot, it looked really good. Hello? You need some nair for your back, mate. Don't tell me I'm playing as this. Oh, man. Let me see your face. Oh, it won't let me see his face. Okay, just crack. And motion blur. That looks really good, though. I mean, it doesn't, but you know what I mean. Okay, already, atmosphere, super good. I apologize for the gratuitous man ass. I can't sprint to make it go faster. Who is this?
Already gone.
This looks fantastic. Holy shit. Why are you leaving me? Dude, seriously. Don't go skinny dipping in this lake. Don't like that. I think this is already not like chugging, but what do I want to fucking turn down? Damn, with shadows medium, that looks amazing. Fuck it. It's fine. We'll see what it's like in combat. That's definitely lower than 60, though. Okay. Whoa! That's pretty good. Alan, what are you doing to this guy? Don't zoom in on his ass, please. I guess it could be dirtier. This looks fucking amazing. Camping do's and don'ts. Do not go camping in Cauldron Lake. Do bring, like, 7,000 hours... Oh, that's Sprint. Do bring, like, weeks upon weeks of batteries and flashlights. Don't. Hello? Oh, God. Hello. I get the feeling I can't fucking dodge. Game saved. Whoever this is about to be fucked up. And, like, I may or may not be able to avoid it. That sounds like a Taken. But the Taken don't sound like they're just rambling... Oh, shit, light. Okay. This looks amazing. I want to see if I can make it run a little bit more smoothly. Because it is definitely not hitting 60. That seems worse, actually. Holy fuck, the audio design. Cutting in and out for like a frame. Dude, I don't want to turn down anything. Is the problem. I have an idea. Let's see if that helps. Still not 60, but that's fine. Whoa! Can I... Oh, shit, they're, like, everywhere, though. There's a light over this way. Fuck. I don't think I'm making it out of this. Yo, the Taken, they're shaded? That looks really good. God, I hope there's not supposed to be audio here. It sounds like an audio glitch, right? But I mean, maybe. Maybe it's intentional. God damn. Well, that's not getting subtitles.
What the fuck?
They're running after other campers. I heard them say company and abort, which is like not how the Taken behaved in the previous game. They were just talking like mundane little nothings. That's a pretty strong opening. Alan, wake. 2. Fuck, they learned from the Control huge font flashing on the screen like it's Evangelion. I feel like that's an... Well...
How are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
I can't tell if it's audio glitching or not. I'm gonna, like, need to look up another player, another playthrough of this.
Oh my God, Mom.
Just to compare.
People get all murdery.
Fuck, that's in-game, which is why it's stuttering.
Work stuff.
Right? Maybe? Could be
Well,
drone
Dad
footage.
and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's
Night
so
Springs
good.
mentioned.
No spoilers. I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
We're getting to the point
What happens
where
on work trips, Mom? Love you too.
that's in
Say
game.
hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan?
We're getting to the point where Remedy loves mixing in their mixed media, but the game looks so fucking good, it's hard to tell. Look, it's not Max Payne! What's up, Alex?
Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
What is going on with this audio? Shit is off. Okay, I need to turn down something.
Kid, wonder where she gets that from.
It's super off, though. I'm gonna assume audio glitching was a bit. Wow, that's off by like 5 seconds.
Coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up.
Man, rip this voice actor. He's so good and will be missed. Let's see if changing resolution to performance syncs things up here in a minute.
Time to get to work.
Yeah, the audio delay is real. It's super noticeable
The deputy
with...
was supposed to be here to show us to the crime scene. There's the car, so where's the deputy?
I can't see her face either.
Eaten by a bear? I'll check out that map.
It's like the sound effects are right on, but the dialogue is super off. Okay, that still looks really good.
Memorizing before we get swallowed up by the trees.
That's a little bit... That's a lot better, but I don't think it's perfectly on point. I normally hate motion blur, but, like, it's pretty okay. No. Thing is, I really don't want to turn down most things that would matter. Let's turn global reflections down. Let's see if far object detail causes too much pop in. Okay.
I should take a look at that map.
I mean, that still looks really good. Nice. We got ourselves a map. I can't tell if this is... Oh, the background had to load first? Oh, God. Oh, God. I miss the days when I could just go into Task Manager and be like, high prioritize this program over my own operating system, please. Witch's Hut. General store. So we're going to go this way. Probably. Witchfinder Station. None of this is from Alan Wake 1. I don't think. You spend a lot of time running around in the woods in Alan Lake 1. Maybe the rental cabins are. It's definitely Cauldron Lake. But I don't remember a river.
I think I hear someone. Could be our deputy.
I can go take a look.
Let's both go. This sounds less delayed.
Hey, over here. Hey there.
Hey there.
Right? Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
Breaker!
Anderson?
Hi.
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, you know, that, Federal agents right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Great. Cool.
What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
Thornton. Oh, cool.
What can you tell us about the crime scene?
Tell them about the heart.
I was getting to that, Thornton.
I get dialogue options and shit.
Well, we reckon
That's
there are
unexpected.
some, organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be, well, you know, inside.
I don't know if the shed has any sharp tools. Oh. Charm slots let you equip charms to enhance Saga's abilities. Only charms can be equipped. Are you abilities? Saga, are you from the Federal Bureau of Control? Gun. Bullet. This is nice looking. Bracelet made by Logan for her mother. Has hooks to attach charms to. Is Logan my son?
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners.
We saw a few of them
Wonder
run
what
from
they were
the
doing sneaking around
Taken.
the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city folk, right, Thornton? But don't worry.
I mean,
Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
the last time we were out in these parts, people had some stuff against city folk.
I want to see the body.
Or they
How
were
do we get
obsessed with Alan.
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Well, that's good. Looked like it was away. We were a ways away from the beach, though. Okay, damn, this still looks like
Before
super
we get to
good.
the crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly.
Can access the case board inside the mind place, not palace. That's probably copyright.
Mind place.
Oh,
My version of the mind palace technique.
never mind.
Clues and work the case. Building the mind place again for each case.
Wow, the audio is
Using
wacky.
each
I mean,
office as a model in my head.
I went through some hoops to make sure
The facts are on the board.
that, like, Epic Game Store stuff wasn't going to pop up or slow the game down, but maybe the game didn't like that. Case board, and I can't really mess with anything else yet. Damn, you got a TV in your mind palace? Your mind palace is just like a cabin. I guess that's easy to organize. You have duct tape in your mind palace? I trust Saga Anderson here. I mean, there's no Night Springs playing on the TV. And that shit is old. I had that fucking TV. 15 years ago. Private? Okay. Can't bring on my flashlight in my mind palace. All right, let's look at the board. Who do we got?
Everything we know about the previous murders.
What
Worth
previous
taking another
murders?
look.
Case board is a mental technique that allows Saga to analyze clues and progress the investigation. Right stick to move around. Zoom in and out. Can't look at the confidential documents? Now free to navigate the case board or leave by pressing B. What's in confidential? The previous murders. A series of murders have occurred around the town of Bright Falls. Finding connections will help our search for the killer. Slight difference in murders. Bloating, only commonality in bodies, but not cause of death. Chest trauma, exposure to water post-mortem? This is moving around in like the opposite manner that I would think Right stick moves camera. Left stick. Well, okay, whatever. All victims reported missing in 2010. No other commonalities. Ted Lane, dentist. Stab wounds, bloating, bruising on the wrists. Wendy Davis, teacher. Body bloated, large chest wound. Percy Wolf. This dude looks familiar. Oh, shit. They have, like, other pop-ups. Missing in 2010. Discovered in 2012. Shallow grave. Found in Cauldron Lake 2018. Organs missing. Predation. State of the body does not match 8 years. I don't recognize... Lane sounds familiar. But I don't remember that name. These two I definitely don't remember. Percy Wolf, store owner, bruising, heart removed, strange tattoos. Found 2 weeks ago. Chest wound was ruled as cause of death. Tattooing on the body is illegible. Bruising on wrists and legs. 2 of the victims had bruising, some form of restraint, strapped or belted down. Yeah, there's like some bruising here, although this wacky corrosion, I guess just from being in a lake will do that. Deep gash in the chest, heart missing. The Taken never took organs before. Most recent victim died of major chest trauma consistent with the 2018 victim. Had to confirm due to the condition of the body. All bodies experience bloating, indicative of drowning, but only 1 victim was actually found in water. Killer profile. Talk to someone. Post-mortem tattooing of the body. That's weird. Illegible tattoos. A message from the killer. Maybe their art. Going missing in 2010. Victims have nothing apparent in common. Killer may be a sportsman or a hunter. So they're taking trophies. Chest trauma resembles animal butchery techniques. Okay, this is going to be pretty short. Past the general store, down near the lake somewhere. All right. Neat. Go to the crime scene. Meet Thornton at the general store. Let's leave.
Already hard at work, Anderson.
God, I miss your voice.
We're just getting started. Let's head down the hill to the crime scene.
Let's keep going, Max. I mean...
Fucking nature.
You got a problem with trees?
Too much sky.
Too much sky? Whatever. Give me my map again. Oh, God. That's going to take a while to load every time. Background, text, map. There we go. I could go up to the cabins.
Hey, Casey. You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson,
Maybe I can't, actually.
better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Mm-hmm. Real funny, Anderson.
Don't walk into that writing cliche. Just sidestep around it.
Stairs are out. You okay to jump down?
I'm not that old.
You're getting there, Sam. I mean, Max. I mean, Alex. Mere Peak. Mighty mountain in the distance is no other than Mere Peak, an iconic landmark overlooking Cauldron Lake. From the right angle, its beauty will be reflected on the calm surface of the lake, mirrored in all its inverted glory. You can highlight that to read it easier. Cool. Man, I know I just played Alan Wake, but like, I'm kind of glad to be back here. With such a huge jump forward in time. That first game still hands up,
If getting back to
or holds
nature
up.
is your thing.
Alex is going to continue to hate on nature, but I mean, you're a big city detective cop.
Damn. Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing
Is it
around
raining?
here that feels like home.
Oh, it's starting to.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did, next coffee's on me.
Ooh, I like that bet. I'm hoping they didn't. Well, it's going to be a lot messier if they didn't. What's up, Thornton? What are you seeing? What's Mulligan not getting?
Hey!
Hi!
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you.
You know what? You sounded like a dumbass over the radio, but I already kind of like you more. Ready to go. Wow. General store. What? Is that a clue I just picked up? Alex probably had shootouts with the mob. Saga, who knows? If you have special powers, though, are we sure you're FBI and not FBC? Okay, noted. I don't recognize this as like an exact map from Alan Wake 1. 9-3, some suspicious activity spotted. The fielder thought he saw movement in the bushes. Footprints around the area were found, but some were compromised by the fielder. Note to self, train the fielder. Nothing to report. Some animals, regular. Hunters out after dark. Poachers? Heard some gunshots. Not one of ours. Got to keep an eye on these people. They could get more than they bargained for out there. Not a clue. What was... Oh, glad to see you didn't go very far away. What was... the shit I just picked up? Oh, I'm gonna have different cases to reference? That's cool. That's very cool. What was that little note about... Of course you've got... That's some thick whiskey. Holy shit. Oh, but it actually is bending light through it. Damn, that looks great. That is some dork whiskey. Daughter. And Alex. Wow. That's great. What does that say? Happy birthday, Logan. Where do you have a fire extinguisher in your mind palace? Oh, cool. I can quick access the map without entering the Mind Palace. But this is how I enter my Mind Palace. And it takes fucking forever, because you load this back image, and the text, and this, and the Mind Palace, all at the same time. Ooh, I see. That's why it loads the surrounding map. Cool. What's up, J. Hank? You missed the game beginning... Visiting the Mind Palace does not pause the game? Oh, damn. Okay. The Mind Place. Sorry. We can't call it the Mind Palace, because Sherlock. You missed the beginning of the game, starting with some fat guy with way too much back and ass hair crawling out of the lake, and then getting mauled to death by Taken and having his heart cut out. And we're about to investigate that. Hey, look! It's fucking Alex Casey. I mean Max Payne.
And we didn't touch nothing, you know, procedures and stuff.
Thanks, Deputy.
It's Max!
No tarp. You owe me a
Okay.
coffee.
Let's start by examining our guest of honor.
Damn.
Does this fit the MO of the...
Do I need a
previous
filter for
movies?
this? I know Twitch is okay with artistic nudity. You have not missed the musical
Examine the
number.
corpse.
This is a like hauling belt like a cargo belt. Just like Disco Elysium. Oh, there's a bench.
Wanna start by inspecting the body, Anderson?
It's Max, and it's raining, and he hates that we're out in nature. Because, you know, he's a big city cop, not a country cop.
Body is positioned on the table. Ritualistic.
He was definitely tied down. Unlocked your first key image. You can place it on the caseboard inside the mind place. Okay. Where do we do that? Cauldron Lake Murder. Image taking a minute to load.
Another body turns up just as we arrive in town.
Well, you also missed some, like, audio issues.
Coincidence?
I may or may not have to turn some shit down to try and fix it. But for now, they look kind of good. Placing a key image on the caseboard begins a new line of investigation. Murder at Cauldron Lake. Another body's been found near Bright Falls. Perfect timing. Need to see if this is linked to the killings we're here to investigate. When a key image is placed, it will prompt into a question. Objectives are viewable at the caseboard in your goals. Investigate the crime scene. Now free to examine the caseboard or leave. Is it consistent with previous murders? Find evidence. Okay. I was like, game says I can click on it, but it's not doing anything. Zero new clues. Background case. Current case. Well, it highlights what I need to investigate. Dude's heart's been cut out.
The killer left the heart right next to the body.
We did see them scramble away, like, immediately after cutting it out.
Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down.
It's common.
Inside stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed.
That's a pretty big gash. Also, this guy was this bloated when he crawled out of the lake. This is not like spending a bunch of time in water. Go back to caseboard. Let's put some shit up. Newly discovered clues can be placed onto the open question. Here. Right? Can it, though? Cause I'm clicking. I feel like this could maybe use a second pass. The game has some patches though. Like I'm patched up. I am incapable of doing anything. This is very odd. I can't click on these. Man, J-Hank, I did some shit to bypass Epic Game Store. 'Cause fuck it. And I think maybe I fucked up my game. Wonky. There we go. Oh, I had to hit up. Okay, okay. I'm learning, all right? Major chest trauma. Cargo straps. Heart found near the body.
Heart removed from chest. Strapped
Oof.
by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about.
I'm gonna have to look into these audio issues. Clues have resolved an open question and unlocked a deduction. As you advance the investigation, new questions will be unlocked, updating your goals. Check the updated goals by pressing Y. Learn more. Learn more. Find evidence, find evidence. All you want is a better version of Deadly Premonition? That's fair. I'm pretty happy with this so far. I think me not being able to place shit right here was definitely my fault. All the game had was wacky moments. The rest was mid. It's been a long time since I've played Deadly Premonition.
Who is our victim?
I remember enjoying
Who
it.
killed him? Need to find more clues.
Oh, lighting. Oh, lighting. Is that a reflections thing? Let me just go ahead and turn reflections back up. That's a smart thing to do. That's still wonky looking. Might just be leaves. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff. Oh, maybe. No, that's just leaves. I'm going to be muddling with settings for a bit. Fuck it. What else you got, Thornton?
Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale.
Oh, God,
He was
audio.
FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago.
Oh, that's Nightingale?
Word about him since.
Oh, shit.
Until now.
Nightingale.
He crawled out of the lake 13 years after being swallowed by it?
You probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
Yeah, thanks. Yo, what can you tell me about Nightingale?
So you knew our victim.
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state, but yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
Yeah, he was a huge drunk. Hold up. Let me check some other stuff before jumping back to Mind Palace.
Multiple people were here. Multiple killers?
I mean, those are all... Oh, no, those are different footprints, for sure. Different shoes. Let's not step on those. What do we got over here? Our campers. Who then ran away.
Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a camera?
I mean, it's
Someone
generally...
was drinking
Saga...
beer. They spent time here. Waiting.
It's almost like they were enjoying their camping time. But then this shit happened. Oh, shit. He's been missing since 2010?
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago. 2010.
Mother of fuck.
All the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
I think they have a few things that match that description. What happened after Nightingale
So
got
what happened
fired?
to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head.
I'm just going to center on this shot. This awkward shot.
Guess he ended up here.
I bet there's more to that story.
He did have some wild drinking issues. That's for fucking sure. That's Nightingale. Yeah, I guess. Let's Mind Palace this shit. Oh, it's in windowed mode. You know what? Actually, that's one thing I can change. I'm in borderless. Oh, no. No. There we go. Okay. See if that helps it run a little bit smoother.
Was he killed here or brought here after? For display.
Me. What else we got? Multiple sets of footprints. For later. Gale went off the deep end. FBI fired him. Was he not part of the FBI during Alan Wake 1?
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago.
Mental state questionable at the time of disappearance. Yeah, he started shooting real fast. Like, the instant we met him. He was like, hey, are you weird? And then he pulled out his gun and started firing. Victim was Robert Nightingale, less than 13 years ago. Trust Casey's read on people. Sounds like our victim wasn't mentally stable. Dude was a little drunk. I have 2 goals. Learn more about the killer. Got anything else to say, Max? I mean, Alex? What else we got around here? How did Alan Wake 1 end? So, if you saw some of it, you know that mostly Alan was trying to get back to his wife. And basically he eventually does and sets her free by taking her place in the dark place in, like, the middle of the lake. The cabin that existed when he first got there and got the keys from, like, the widow who was actually the darkness, who was taking the form of Thomas Zane's old wife, who, like, played part of the story. Thomas Zane was, like, a poet or author way back in, like, the 60s or 70s. And as the story unfolds, you get the sense that he basically encountered the darkness before Alan and kind of tried to deal with it, and may or may not have influenced Alan and his wife to actually come here. And then at the end of it, you find your way back and, like, shine your flashlight on the widow, who is also encircled in a big darkness tornado, and just, like, evaporate them. They're dusted. And so Alan makes his way back into the cabin and finds his wife, sort of.
What's the far's favorite shape?
Please, Anderson.
You have
Just
idle
one
dialogue?
case without the
A triangle.
I don't get it.
Yes, you do.
Oh, no, she's a dork. That's great. Anyway, basically, end of Alan Wake 1 is Alan frees his wife from the clutches of the darkness. But in doing so, has to take her place. And so that's kind of where we find him in American Nightmare. He's, like, he's experimenting with writing a story that will let him escape
I'm gonna go check
the
something
darkness.
out. Be right back.
Got it.
Oh, I get you over radio. But American Nightmare is like...
The victim died here. I think that's everything. For now, at least.
Mm-hmm. Anything clicking
Not
yet?
sure. Need to think.
Oh, audio. The pacing is a little odd on the audio. Heavy blood splatter on the table.
Boot prints indicating multiple killers.
Yeah.
At the party.
Premeditated or spontaneous? Whoa, that moves. Premeditated or spontaneous?
They planned for the murder to happen here.
Oh my god, audio.
Time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale?
Were they waiting for him?
13 years.
I mean, we the player saw some campers run away
Why now?
because Taken were butchering a dude. But it almost seems like Anderson is saying the campers were waiting.
Get into the subject.
There's some control shot.
See what they saw. Feel what they felt.
Oh yeah, dude. Let's profile some
Whatever I know
people.
about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together.
You could use profiling inside Saga's mind place to get inside the heads of the suspects and victims.
This mug always cheers me up.
Not the worst mom. That's way better than World's Best Mom. Let's take a look at Nightingale. We can discover clues by profiling people. What do we got?
Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years.
How did he resurface
How did he end
now?
up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark.
This is so incredibly Control.
There too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake before his murder.
Odd. You do have psychic powers.
Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flick the switch. It goes click.
Well, there's some Alan Wake 1 stuff.
But somebody's home.
The clicker,
Somebody's home.
which Alan had at the end of it.
To violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something.
I mean, it's a fair assumption that this was a ritual thing, but the way she's arriving at these conclusions are definitely, you know, special power-y. What else we got? Where did the victim come from? And we can put his profile here. Came from the fucking lake. I can feel and sense it. Saga's an empath. Saga has to be from the Bureau of Control, right?
To Nightingale somehow.
All of them. They're all bloated.
Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good.
They're all bloated.
Wait, right?
Right.
Well, okay. Well, I'll just wait here.
You do that, Thornton. You sit on your ass. The real cops are here. What do you think? Please talk more.
Anderson, did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake.
He'd been sitting in there for
Probably
13
looking for
years.
Shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated.
He'd been
Nightingale
floating in
was
the
out
lake
the
for
woods
13
alone at
years.
night, possibly
Alive.
The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out.
How did they know?
But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me.
Seems kind of straightforward.
Doing skinny dipping at this time of year.
Haven't figured that part out yet.
But I guess that's a little riddle you couldn't solve with bullet time,
Lots
so...
of answers for us to find.
I didn't know trees got that big.
Come on, man.
Gives me the creeps.
You need to get out more.
Right?
It is kind of creepy, though.
Isn't this where he came through? But this bit of the tree wasn't here before.
Tracks.
That's a footprint.
Barefoot. Nightingales?
Like he came through this
Come
direction.
out from under the boulder.
Makes no sense.
Why is this all warpy?
There's a piece of paper on the ground.
But it's affected by... Oh god, is this a... Is this one of Alan Wake's pages? Why can't I pick it up? Man, if that says a worm through time... Why is it so fucking blurry? The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. Gone missing here. Yeah, pick that shit up. Now you've got something weird.
A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Like a manuscript. Page of a story. The killer left a message.
Nah, man, read it.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading
the words.
These words felt like a message.
Felt like
Hello, Alan.
Someone knew they were here. Someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept, even if they knew it would end up hurting them?
Yeah, as if the naked corpse wasn't weird enough.
Playing a sick game with us.
13 years bloated, but he only died last night.
This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us.
Okay, those tracks are like way more obvious now.
I should profile Nightingale about this page.
I should profile him about it, clearly. This is kind of a weird jumping back and forth thing. So, man, it's taking forever for my Mind Palace to load. Is that just like the map? Profiling. Manuscript pages. Hell yeah.
FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale, gone missing here 13
Lots of
years
audio
ago.
glitches.
Now he had suddenly turned up, only to be murdered in a brutal ritual on the very day of their arrival. And there was the page. This page, the first page that they had found, not the last. The first step down into
I'll talk about Control in
terrifying
just a
depths.
second.
Secret truths trembling beyond the threshold. Reading the words, these words, felt like a message. Was a message. Someone knew they were here. What they were doing. Someone playing a game with them.
This is incredibly Control inspired.
An invitation. How could they not accept? The sheer audacity of this impossible mystery. presented to them.
Audacity?
Even if they knew it would end up
Alan.
hurting them.
Audacity. Yeah, this is incredibly Control inspired. Like, you found pages in Alan Wake, right? But in Control, you would get little messages, and it had similar visual style as what we saw just before when profiling. And then you could go into your menu and hear, like, the full message, which was, like, 50 to 60% stuff you didn't hear before in the in-game live message. It's very Control inspired. The darkness is not a primary element in Control. It's part of a DLC wherein you go into a sector in the FBC that's not available outside of the DLC, and it talks a lot about it basically talks a lot about Alan Wake. There's a couple of mentions of Alan outside of it that are mostly just kind of like offhand. You can like hear people in the safe areas kind of just chatting back and forth, and at one point some people will be like, hey, so what do you think about Alan Wake? And another one's like, the writer? I mean, he's pretty good, but he uses way too many metaphors. It's kind of heavy-handed. Which is great. The game shitting on its own beloved characters. But no, the darkness only really appears in that DLC, and you encounter a boss that very specifically is Hartman, the psychologist guy who was like trying to use paranaturally active people in his cabin. It was basically a jail. But he was trying to like use people who had paranatural powers to his advantage, and so he had Alan there for a little while. And in Control, it's revealed that he was like brought in by the FBC, I think afterwards, which implies that he lived. Like the last time you see him in Alan Wake, you're in the cabin and he's basically in a small room, and then he gets like, you see like the door to the room slam shut and you hear him scream, and there's like darkness encompassing him as the door slams shut. It happens really quick. And then it sounds like the FBC got him after that? I don't know. It doesn't make too much sense to me. I think they would have to get him before and then release him. And he's like, those motherfuckers, they're not going to let me do the work I want to do, even though we both know about this darkness stuff, and we both know about paranatural stuff. Because the FBC basically says, he's not that big of a threat. We're going to let him go. but they kept some of his work and didn't let him continue using it. So I guess it happens before. And then he gets taken by the darkness in Alan Wake, and they pick him up again later, and he's like a warped thing, and then he also gets corrupted by the hiss. I think the line that Alan says is the two forces kind of combine in him, and you get the darkness made louder and the sound made darker. So he's there, and then you fuck him up because Jesse's a badass. And that's kind of all that comes of that. But you get a lot of little writings that, like, the FBC totally knows about. Oh, the FBC totally knows about Bright Falls and the Alan Wake incident. But there's nothing for them to follow up with, so they have, like, a person out here watching the area, and that's kind of all they comment on. And then at the very end of that DLC, you get another character in Control commenting to Jesse that as soon as you finish it, they have like there's a room that's like a big nationwide monitoring board of places they think might have altered world events going on. And one other character says, this is really weird. We're getting a message about Bright Falls, but it's from 2 years in the future. The date on the report that's coming in is from 2 years in the future. Maybe it's just a weird glitch, and that's kind of all they talk about it, and so that's that game hinting at, like, we're working on Alan Wake 2, it's coming out in a few years. And so there's that, like, direct relation, but otherwise, I don't really know. Mind Palace brings awful flashbacks of Yick in Twin Mirrors. I don't know Yeek. What do they say about Chad Payne? So they're going along with the Alan Wake setup, which is, we can't use the name Max Payne, but in Alan Wake, we very much have these novels that Alan wrote about this hard-boiled detective named Alex Casey, who is just Max. It's just Max Payne. It's the same voice actor, the same writing, the same style of delivery, but that's a fictional character named Alex Casey. Meanwhile, the character I'm playing as right now, Saga Anderson, arrived at this murder scene with her partner, Alex Casey, who is a real FBI person, who has Max's face and voice. So I don't know where we're going with that yet. But we have real FBI agent Alex Casey, and we have Alan Wake's fictional character Alex Casey, who is literally just Max Payne. Meanwhile, real Max Payne is causing chaos in Brazil, but we can't say that because Microsoft owns him. Or whoever. Rockstar owns Max Payne, I think. So let's go back to profiling. Now we've got the page.
A story about these events.
I'm gonna have to fix this audio stuff.
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him, in his chest. I must find out what.
They replaced his heart. These aren't even intuitions you're having, Saga. Also, real-time doesn't pause when I'm in the mind place, which we can't call a mind palace, even though we said the phrase mind palace. So Alex was just staring at us, like, dozing off for 15 minutes there while I talked. If you were stuck or unsure how to proceed, don't forget to check the mind place. I think I know where we're going. Let's head back to the body and dig in his chest. Thornton is going to love this. Can I bring up my light here? I can, but it's not on. Oh, it is on. It's just day. Well, yeah. That looks pretty good, except there's no lighting cone because there can't be yet. We're still grounded in the real world. We're not, like, inside the darkness. Okay. So, I think...
You made it back. Good.
Did you doubt we would?
Stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
You didn't mention that. But yes, it's raining. Thank you. Let's check your chest, Buster. God damn, that is a wound. I can't check your chest? Oh, do I have to go to my fucking vision board? I do. Footprints from under the rock. But we know he came from around the lake. Walked through a boulder? That doesn't make any fucking sense. Trail goes cold right there.
I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense.
Are we asking the wrong questions? Is there anything else here? A little bit. Nightingale has something hidden inside of him, I think, psychically. Reading the words. We got this weird-ass page.
Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside.
Autopsy time. Disco Elysium taught me that.
Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
Can I check your chest? Yeah. Hey, Thornton. Get your morgue boys out here.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination.
Or, you know, you and your buddy do it.
Sure, but the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deer Fest.
Oh, God, it's Deer Fest again.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the bookers at the Oh Deer Diner in town.
Cool, good.
And I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Nice, thank you. What gate? Give me that. Literally shortcut key.
Thanks.
Take the car back to Bright Falls. All right.
Let's get the car, drive to Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses.
Have fun moving that body.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
Seems like a nice town so far. Murders aside.
All we've seen is this park, which is, like, pretty, I guess.
It up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
Man, you really hate yokels, don't you? I'm gonna have a really hard time not calling him Max. Little radio station, that's cool. There's no... Oh, hello. Do I want to climb up here?
Is that a kid's lunchbox? An Alex Casey movie lunchbox. Casey hates the endless jokes about coincidentally having the same name as a fake detective.
Awesome.
He hates those cheesy crime books, but he really hates the movies.
Awesome. Real life Max Payne is not a fan of fictional Max Payne. Have a heroic day. Manuscript fragments. Oh no. Can be used to upgrade weapons in the Mine Palace. Oh, thank God. I thought I was gonna have to, like, piece together pages. Damn. Textures in the Mine Palace take a minute to load. I've got 2. But auto fire pistols, 50% more ammo. Headshots stun. Gonna need to be going for, like, a lot of headshots. This is one case. Alex KC lunchboxes. Wait, is that its own case? Point of entrance cases. Track objects and information as long as acquired. There's nowhere to, like...
Finding a Casey Moody lunchbox out here can't be a coincidence.
Jesus, audio.
Another message.
Maybe the stress is making her render power get slow. I think me having basically every setting set to high, even though I have DLSS off, is part of it. Lunchbox found by the FBC monitoring station at Cauldron Lake. FBC mentioned. You go up here. We're in this together, hero. FBC mentioned. Does this fucking say FBC on it? No way. No shot. That's cute. Little dream catcher. Property of the FBC? You can't have that shit out in public. Although maybe the oldest house just makes people forget about it as soon as they look away. Yeah, I think part of what's, like, fucking with the Mind Place is I don't think any of this gets unloaded whenever we go in there. But the Mind Place looks like it gets unloaded every time we leave.
Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
I mean, I don't know if the tripod is important or not.
For a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why take out
Maybe.
Part just to throw it away?
To stuff in something for us to find.
That's all part of their weird ritual, and we have no idea what that ritual is for, like the why of it. I think the tripod was like from the campers though, not part of the ritual. Maybe I'm wrong. Which way are we going? I want to see my map, which may or may not have loaded yet. Where's my map? Weapon upgrades. Map. Okay. So left, where Alex is. But there might be bullshit up here. Looks like there was a path over to the right, if I was reading that correctly. Oh. That'll work.
Here we are. Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner.
Let's see if audio syncs up in the next in-game cutscene. I feel pretty okay about these mechanics so far.
I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen
Oh, audio is going to be an issue. Damn. Audio is going to be a serious issue. I'm going to have to turn some stuff down. Actually, yeah, I'm going to have to turn some stuff down again. But it looks so good. Man, back to Bright Falls. Game hints like we're getting straight back into Alan Wake 1 mechanics. We got takens with dark shields. Notes and drawings will be added to the year's map as you explore. Dodge after being taken down.
Reach out so directly.
Audio. Oh my god. Can I? Audio desync. This is definitely on my SSD. Because I would love to be able to fix this, like, immediately.
Before.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these
Restarting helped and haven't had it since.
hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery.
Man, this Escapist magazine is, like, literally just quoting the Reddit thread I found already. If you title your article, How to Fix Thing, it should be illegal to not actually describe a fix.
No, I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town.
I'm just gonna turn stuff down. Ooh.
The diner's just up the waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.
It's fine now, but in, like, loading and cutscenes, in-game cutscenes. Well, I haven't seen too much FMV yet. Or I haven't seen too much real-life stuff. Like, FMV we have seen a lot of, actually. What to do to make it load faster? I'm already doing, like, render resolution down. I've got NVIDIA and no AMD. I hate doing this. Global reflections can be a big thing. Whoa! There's an earthquake going on where I am right now. It's been a long time. It's not too big or bad. But there's a big fucking jostle. That scared the shit out of me. Hold on. I gotta go check on my grandma. Real quick. 'Cause that hasn't happened in a long fucking time. Oh my god, my text is huge. Where my text size? Fuck it. Bro, what did I do with this box? Why is it so big? Nah, the earthquake's, I think, gone already. E. Big ol' E. Okay. Alright. I will be right back. I have to make certain my grandma didn't shit herself. Or fall over. That'd be a lot worse. Though probably less cleanup. Anyway, I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Everything is fine. Grandma did not even notice the earthquake. Nothing has fallen over. I think I just noticed it more because I'm, like, in the attic, essentially. I mean, it's not an attic, but it's like an office that used to be an attic. I'm going to switch this back to... borderless. Because that lets me not minimize it. Just looks worse. Yeah, we just had a 3.3 magnitude earthquake. But it was, I mean, centered at least a few miles away from me. But Grandma didn't even feel it, like, at all. She was... I feel like that's significant. She was just watching her game shows and playing a card game on her iPad. And didn't feel it one little bit. But I, like, shit behind me shook. Like, I heard books and stuff on the shelves rattle. Anyway, that's exciting. Nowhere near as bad as Japan. Man, I've been following... Damn, it's... Okay, first. This is definitely Bright Falls. I've been following this other VTuber, Oren Chen, for a while. And she's been having a rough time of it lately after the earthquake. She's back to streaming, but, like...
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
This is my dialogue for when I just walk too far away from Alex, even though I'm not supposed to, like... Hmm? Place fit for a mage. It's an office that used to be an attic. It's all right. Really, I've got just, like, a much different space than Grandma, which is very nice. Isn't Deerfest going on now? Yeah, I'm not quite in a mage tower, but I am a little high up, which is probably why I felt the earthquake a lot more than she did. Yes! Wow, we're getting our small town boring radio stuff again. No. Like, now it sounds like radio disconnecting, but that's definitely a lot of audio desync. And I don't even have the Epic Game Store launcher running. That's a new one. Hey! Hey, directional audio. Cool. I want to carry this audio with me, damn it. Wait. I heard someone talk about this game like every big act, just like Alan Wake 1, ends with a song, and it's a Poets of the Fall, Remedy's in-house band, also known as Old Gods of Asgard, like, original piece. And they think the songs are spoiling them on the plot, but they don't know enough to tell. This could be the same thing. Just talking about fear, but not really knowing. want to carry that fucking audio with me. Billets Boatyard.
Can't open this with my bare hands.
No, I needed chain cutters. Where's Harry DeBlois when I need him? Can I just fucking shoot? I saw my gun, like, HUD. Okay, this is a good place to test graphics shit. Because what I want to do is run the game like this, but oh man, frame rate. Oh, frame rate. That's about as good as performance and looks better. Let's turn you on medium. That's better. I don't know if that's going to fix audio desync, but that's better. What, like, the worst part is I just really don't want to touch any of these. I'll turn down shadows just a little bit. It's about the same as far as I can tell. Okay. Playing OG Doom right now. Inferno chapter, and you have to give it a prize. Yeah, dude, I still see people, like, who have never played the original Doom go back and play it. Even after they've played, like, 2016 and Eternal. And be like, damn, that's a pretty good game. I understand why people still make boomer shooters. And they're right. Okay, so where are we going, Alex? Man, I want...
Just how much coffee have you had today, Charlie? Don't know, don't care.
I want to meet fictional Alex Casey and have it be, like, just literally Max Payne. Because look at him. That's... I mean, that's Sam Lake. But that's Max.
Not to toot my own horn, but I am pretty darn sure my... I mean, our float will be the belle of the ball at this year's Deer Fest. Just a few more deer. It's a nice looking float.
Cute.
I love him.
Let me guess. The FBI.
He does not give a shit about small town bullshit. Damn, that is small town America as fuck.
Oh, it's Washington's finest.
Ancient, like, 40s or 50s building, all boarded up. You must be Sheriff Breaker. You're not the same Sheriff Breaker from Alan Wake. Maybe fictional Adam Casey is the guy that dances with Alan? Oh, maybe. Damn, audio issues.
You know, I wouldn't say no.
Still
to
here.
another.
Dr. Anderson, this is Agent Alex Case.
I'm happy you two are here. Frankly, we could use the help.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know where that dance scene takes place. I think it's during, like, a TV show segment, though, right?
Your deputies said you had a couple of witnesses here.
They made them sound like suspects.
Mulligan and Thornton are still on about that? No, the Bookers don't strike me as the murdering type, but you can decide for yourselves. They're just inside having coffee and pie to calm their nerves.
I'll see what they have to say. Casey, you compare notes with the sheriff.
Man, coffee and pie and, like, in the middle of tiny town America.
Through the case files you sent over, Sheriff.
Especially Northern America.
People besides the known victims go missing?
Sure. But it's slowed down ever since Cauldron Lake was fenced off.
Let me guess.
Oh, you just don't let people go there anymore.
Missing
This
person
is so incredibly Twin Peaks.
The fence was built just after.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
You did have some crazy shit go down in 2010. Can't talk with the boys? All right, fine.
That happened. Still feel like I'm gonna be sick.
Come on, Ed. Have some pie. It'll take your mind off
You two? I didn't get a good look. Yo, are the... Man, this is the same diner. Hold up.
Hello. How can you be so
Hello.
Corpses are part of the job.
Yeah, you...
Too much.
Wait, corpses are part of your job? Bright Falls. I've tried to watch as little of the game as you could. Hey, we couldn't go in here, Alan. Oh, reflections way down. I want to see it, though. Well, I appreciate that. Reflections still not great. But, I mean, the game looks fantastic, so... That could really, like, really impact performance. Put you on low, too. Not turning down terrain quality, though. This is where we met the Shadow Presence for the first time. Looking like Thomas Lake's wife.
It won't open.
It does say employees only. Huh. Yeah, it would be really cool. I mean, we did see Sam Lake dancing with Alan Wake's actor at the VGAs. The TGAs. You the Brookers? Excuse me, my audio glitches out.
He's Ed.
At least it's synced.
Just Saga is fine, Ed.
We being charged with anything? Because if not, we'd love to get back to our hotel and decompress after what we saw.
Yeah, we don't think so.
Screaming pillows, that kind of thing.
We're not charging you. I just have a few questions. Nothing to stress about, okay?
Why were you at Cauldron Lake?
What were you doing at Cauldron Lake last night?
You just mentioned corpses come with... Oh, God. Oh, no. A writer.
Doing some research on a famous novelist.
Oh,
Alan Wake
no.
went missing here. I was down at the lake getting some details. Perfectly legal.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. That checks out. What'd you see?
So what did you see in the woods?
This naked dude came out of the lake, and he was acting crazy, shouting weird shit at us. He must have been on something.
Unless skinny dipping at dawn is a thing around here.
Then we heard
I mean, it might be, but that's not what I
We
saw.
ran into these psychos in deer masks. They were tearing into the naked guy with knives. Like
Okay,
some
we
kind
did
of
see that.
Satanic cult. And then we bolted and called the cops.
Yeah, I don't think you had anything to do with the murder. Hey, look, it's not Percolé, what's his name from Control? The coolest janitor. Kind of reminds you of Fahrenheit. I could see that. I haven't seen that in a long time.
What makes you say it was a cult?
The masks and knives aren't enough.
I mean, that's pretty straightforward.
They were shouting, "Cult of the tree, the cult of the tree, cult of the tree."
Yeah, that sounds like what I
And
heard.
then we found out.
What?
The whole thing was terrifying.
What did you find, and why are you trying to hide it? For your true crime shit? Oh, am I gonna go in my mind place and just sit here for a minute?
What aren't the bookers telling me?
Because time doesn't pause while I'm doing this.
The symbol is 2 triangles.
The cult wants their spruce tree back, Tammy.
Keepers Ed. My publisher will want this on the cover.
He found something. A necklace belonging.
I didn't have to come into my mind place to deduce this. It was clear from their body language and, like, literally what they said.
Fence was built to hide what's there. They say the writer fell in the lake.
Private party.
That is what happened.
My book has questions. Past the bolt cutters.
They broke in for the sake of Tammy's book.
Ah.
To do with a murder. they were telling the truth.
She didn't want to admit to breaking in. Oh, nice! Nice! We do get the music. Aw, I really want to carry it outside of this menu. There's our Bright Falls map. Though only this half of it. The Wellness Center. Is this Hartman's psychology place? Hangar Station? I think we went there in the old game. Yeah, Valhalla Nursing Home. Well, that place would have been fucking destroyed. So if this is 13 years later, maybe something else has been rebuilt on top of it. Yeah, exactly. There's a big audio cue right as they denied shit. I think I found something. Your various obvious skittering interaction with your partner here.
So you found something, right? A necklace these cultists may have dropped.
How did you put that together?
It's evidence. You need to hand it over.
Hope you took a picture of it already. That's an interesting symbol.
Thanks.
Is that...
Proved to be helpful.
Oh god, is that the same lady?
Stick around town for now in case we have any more questions.
Rose! It is the same lady!
Oh God. Saga Anderson. As I live and breathe.
How do we know each other?
I thought we'd never see you back here after that awful thing happened to your baby girl.
Is Saga fucking from Bright Falls?
How are you?
Oh my god, audio.
Sorry. Who are you?
Oh god, my
I
phone.
don't know what you're talking about.
Uno momento, por favor.
See? Rose. You know me.
I don't think I do. And what horrible thing happened to my baby girl?
She drowned. Your daughter. That's so weird you don't remember.
How do you know I have a daughter?
Oh, I know what this is. You're blocking out your traumatic memories. Happens on TV all the time.
No. You're mistaking me for someone else.
If you say so.
Good to see you.
Grandma was watching the news. We had 5 earthquakes, the biggest one a 4.2, which is almost certainly the only one I felt. That was weird. Rose says some shit about my daughter going missing, but Saga doesn't know shit about it. Is it... Well, un momento is like a moment. Uno momento is like one moment. But I guess no one says uno momento, por favor. I would not know. Hold up, Alex. I just found some fucking evidence. Back to the previous murders. Boogers described multiple attackers wearing deer masks, chanting and tearing into the guy with knives. Cult
We're
shit.
dealing with an organized group of
Case
killers,
closed.
not a lone serial killer. The cult of the tree is behind these murders. This case just became much more complicated. I'll need to start a new file. But it's my first cult case. Exciting.
Exciting. Cult of the Tree.
I need to know more about the Cult of the Tree if I'm going to shut them down.
We got that necklace that the Brookers gave us. Which, maybe I'm just thinking about the upside down triangle from Control. I don't think this is... I don't think this is a symbol from one of the doors. What kind of cult? What else we got? Wearing deer masks. That doesn't go... Large amount of supplies laid out on a table. Is this what I found in that building that I can't go back to? There's a bunch of people involved.
Saga.
Shut up. That would go there. Ah. Branching off of what type of cult? Hiding their faces, calling themselves Cult of the Tree, wearing deer masks. Connection to Deerfest? Probably not. No one says uno momento? Okay. Well, I do live in Lily White, non-Hispanic area. That's good to know. Appreciate it.
All set. My guys have Nightingale at the morgue if you're ready to go take a look.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Well, Casey, I got a lead.
A little bit of one, at
We're
least.
dealing with a cult. The Cult of the Tree.
Cult. Fuck.
Have you heard of this Cult of the Tree, Sheriff?
Only the urban legend. If you're in the woods at night, the cult will get you. That sort of thing.
How long has that been around? That wasn't mentioned in...
You're the Grand Wizard or something, are we?
Oh, they better not have a Grand Wizard.
Back in the day, Wizard was always my favorite class.
Morning, Sheriff.
Nerd.
We have some guests.
Ah, morning, Ted. Yeah, real important guests. Deerfest. Always draws a crowd, right?
That's definitely what we're here for.
Have a good one, Sheriff.
That's definitely what we're here for.
Hey, what do you know about that waitress from the diner?
Rose?
She was saying some weird shit.
A bit of a space case.
She did used to be possessed, so...
Why?
She kept
What'd she do
saying that
now?
my daughter drowned. She even knew my name. It was all very weird.
Rose has a talent for saying the weirdest thing possible. But it's best not to take it personally.
She was possessed for a little while. Damn, she's been working that waitress job for 13 years.
Hey, boss. Corpse is downstairs ready to go.
I mean, maybe there's not too many jobs around here.
All prepped.
I'd like to take a closer look as soon as possible. Lead the way, Sheriff.
Oh, okay. You go first, then.
Oh, this is the Bright Falls Sheriff Station. Anything you need?
It's exactly like I remember it.
Sheriff.
Cells over that way.
You, sir. Yep. Just here to pay my ticket.
There's a lot more sheriffs here this time. A lot more cops.
Agent?
Eddie's. Wow, you still have ancient
As you know,
PCs.
The investigation is being taken over by the federal agents. Sheriff Breaker wants us to cooperate fully.
Aye, ma'am.
I'm being serious, Nelson.
Okay, they don't have much in the way of dialogue. Whoop. Do's and don'ts of crime prevention, hunter safety courses, free coffee cup mascot costume. No, hey, I think that... Wear a life jacket. Was in the last one. Damn. Man, they really like their tiny little decorations. They had a lot of fun creating a bunch of these, which is definitely like a thing from Control. Well, that makes sense.
You guys don't have that problem though. Our only coroner rotates between a few other.
A moment and one moment mean the same in Spanish.
Right?
I'm qualified to perform.
They do. They mean the same in English too. But I usually, well, I think when said alone, most people would say, at least around here, would say one moment.
Something about more.
But
They always
If you say anything more than that, it's like, give me a moment or I need a
He's
moment.
joking.
It'd still be like, necesito un momento, though.
Okay. Let's take a look at our patient.
That's good to know. My Spanish is garbage.
I'll start with the external inspection before performing the internal examination.
Anything around here I should see? Can I whip out my flashlight? Ooh, yeah. Yeah. Sorry, boys. Just playing. Okay.
What was the cause of death? What other clues?
I mean, this is a pretty obvious cause of death, if you ask me.
The body shows signs of being submerged in water post-mortem.
Except it wasn't.
It doesn't add up.
He crawled out of the lake like this. What's the heart
There's
look like?
writing on here.
On the heart? Holy shit. There is.
Writing. How'd they manage that?
I mean, if you've got like a forest cult, they're going to have ways of tattooing just about any fleshy bit. Dame un momento. You say that? Okay. Is dame give? My Spanish is so incredibly rusty. But still, both of you are saying un momento. I totally believe that. Not a lot of people around the places I frequent are frequent Spanish speakers. We have plenty,
Tattoo guy.
but there's almost more Vietnamese around here.
Defensive wounds. He put up a fight.
Or at least tried to. Yeah, is Spanish both y'all's first language?
Uh-huh. They did leave something inside his chest.
Sometimes I feel dumb for not following up on second language stuff, but primary English places can be like that. You get like a little bit of Spanish or French or German in school, and then it just is not a thing anymore after that. I did a tiny bit of Latin in middle school, which was weird. Cool, though. So let's go... Murder at Cauldron Lake. We got a bunch of new clues. Where do I even begin to put this shit, though? Oh, we have a whole new branch.
The body can tell us.
Cool. What do we have to learn from the body? Chest ripped open with something visible inside. They broke straight through his sternum. Like, that's bone that's been carved out. Bruises, defensive. I could also go here. Smudge text under victim's skin. That's going to be a different branch. Legible words on the heart.
Right. Text is smudged. Looks inverted. Heart can't have been marked before removal.
Or could it? Long-term water exposure. Probably cause of death. If not its own different thing.
Definitely something in his chest. Did the killers leave it there?
Or did the killers leave it there, or did they fail to remove it because they got interrupted? I mean, ritual activity, it would make more sense that they put something in his chest, but also if he's just like from the lake and he spent 13 years in the lake in the darkness and then crawled out and was killed. Maybe it was there before they killed him. Makes more sense for something to be put in, though. Holy shit, it's a fucking manuscript page. That shit was inside of him before they killed him.
It's the same type of page we found at Cauldron Lake.
Hi, Alan.
Saga. Didn't see her. The Taken could not see into bright light. Light hurt them, made them vulnerable.
We had to let Saga know about the light.
No heart, but here he was, killing.
Someone's created a
First language is Spanish, but it's a bit of a different Spanish. Yeah, there's a lot of that.
Hey, hold on.
Regional.
Found these kinds of pages.
You've got more of them?
I didn't think they were relevant to this.
But we kept them here in the morgue anyway.
I have them right here.
Did you find them on other bodies? Did you find them on other bodies? Because that would be exceptionally relevant. Uh-oh.
No, wait.
What? What? Yo! Alright, well, bye-bye Sheriff Breaker. Oh, fuck. Light! You read the page! Ow! Fucking ow. What just happened? I saw a one-frame shot of somebody else, and then Breaker was gone. Yo, Casey, back me up here.
Didn't see her. Could not see into bright light.
Wait, because I was in light, Nightingale couldn't see me? I think he sees me. For what? That's, I mean, okay, clearly that's not Nightingale talking.
He's coming. No weapon.
My gun spilled under the door.
Said to get into the light.
Where'd Alex go? Try to stay in the light to avoid being detected by enemies. Where'd Alex go? Do I have my flashlight? Bitch? I do have my flashlight.
He can't see me in the light.
Cool. The dude from Dune is killing everybody. Oh, hey!
Gotta get it back.
Casey's alright. Safe havens will restore some of your health. If you leave or attack from a safe haven while in combat, it will become temporarily unavailable. Okay. I mean, he's right fucking there, though. Get that shit. Oh, God. Okay. Where'd he go? Searching for painkillers? Yeah, probably. Hey, chapter 1. Damn, I kind of want to keep going. I've only been going for 2 hours. It's not late yet. Chapter 1. I also want to fix audio issues, though. That is mad annoying. Give me those song spoilers. Searching for painkillers. This is a step up in production value from the previous game. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, you both from Chile or around Chile? We got some dark pop. Up in Alan Wake 2. Who has Saga lost? I mean, Rose said it was her daughter. I totally understand now why people were talking about lyrics that they felt like were spoiling things for them, but they just couldn't piece together why they were spoiling them yet. Because this song is painting a story for Saga. But we don't have all the pieces to make it work right now. Number 1 in inflation? Oh, I'm sorry. We're feeling that here where I am too, but it's not 211%. Good luck. It's been running wild recently. That's a pretty good end of chapter song.
He didn't have a heart, but he still got up. The page predicted all of it.
Yeah, it was a little wild, huh, Saga? Yeah, my inflation is nowhere near that. I don't think it's even half that. Not even close.
We need to figure that out if we're going to do anything about it.
Also, yeah, everybody just disappeared.
We need to make sense of this.
Breaker just like vanished in a single frame. And then there was like a single frame shot of one black dude in a suit, who I think was the dude at the VGAs. That would make perfect sense. One sheriff is dead. Hey, it's another page.
Saga was back at Cauldron Lake. Saga had to pursue Nightingale into the overlap. Finding a way in would be difficult.
Overlap.
A ritual. Saga would learn how. Stop the monster.
Okay. We were just attacked by a dead man. What do you make of that, Max? I hate this.
Volcanic gas, but we both know that's bullshit.
Always has been.
Supernatural.
Well, I'm glad you were the one to say it. Now we can figure out a way forward.
Yeah, definitely the type of song that makes sense once I beat the game. Or get, you know, like a good chunk of the way into several chapters from now. Is this cult shit?
The victim of a ritualistic murder turns into a monster. Is there a connection?
Looks to me like the cult of the tree is performing rituals to create monsters.
This is all
their purpose.
Wild speculation, but I mean, it did just happen to us. What happened to these sheriffs? Particularly the one who just straight disappeared.
Right before things got crazy, Sheriff Breaker just vanished.
Maybe the sheriff knew more than he was letting on.
He seemed anxious, like he dreaded what was coming. One more mystery.
He did seem to know that something was happening. But maybe he was seeing the person who took him while we weren't. Right? Like, it looked like he was looking at the corpse and the lights flickering. And so I was expecting, whoa, does he see darkness? Are we getting that? But that's not what happened. He got taken away. So maybe he saw the person that took him away. Well, none of the rest of us did. We are now playing Mortician's Assistant. Nothing? Let me grab it. Let me grab it. Oh god. I can see it. There. What even is that? What was my items? Battery packs. Oh. Oh. We are back into Alan Wake for real.
Can't be opened on this side.
Come on, Casey, stick with me here. Oh, yeah. Oh, physics. Nightingale. I mean, there's blood here. We shot him. But he vanished. Did no one else hear the fucking gunshots? Where are the rest of the cops? There were like 8 or 10 of them.
I can't get through this.
I can't go this way? But exit, though. I gotta go to my mind place, don't I? Let's think. Cult of the Tree. New evidence. Performing rituals to create monsters. That's going to go towards goal. Don't have any explanation for it. That's true. Body and organs were covered in writing with a page found inside the chest. Is the cult a creation of Alan's? Nightingale was the only victim to become a monster that we know of. Victim of cult killing became a monster. Nope. What do you mean, no? I don't know. I feel like automatically assigning these to certain different bits of the caseboard wouldn't really take much away. And making me guess where they go is not really adding much.
The autopsy room was a mess.
These parts are so incredibly Control.
Hunted Saga. Didn't see her
I mean,
under the light,
also Alan Wake. 50-50, really.
Could not see into bright light. The light hurt them. Hurt the darkness in them. Made them vulnerable. I flick the switch. It goes click. Show me the clicker. Lights are off, but somebody's home. Hemingway brought you here, witch. Get out of my house, Nightingale shouted. A wave of terror crashed through Saga's head. The awful truth. Nightingale had no heart in his chest, but here he was, killing a monster. The world had lurched out of balance. You found yourself trapped on the far side of the mirror.
I remember the Control mirror scene.
Saga was back at Cauldron Lake. He was there.
I like that we get snippets in the game and then the full pieces here. Still like that a lot. That's stylish.
He was beyond her reach, where some other strange reality, the dark place, merged with ours. This place and the dark place, a tarp thrown over top, drowning everything beneath it, a flood of darkness, soaking into everything, spoiling it, rotting it. The page called this area an overlap. Saga had to pursue Nightingale into the overlap. Finding a way in would be difficult, required precise steps, a ritual. Saga would learn how. Stop the monster before he killed again. Her job. He'd be inside, waiting for her.
What kind of name is Saga? Well, sometimes it's not very common in English, though more common in like black communities that I'm familiar with than in like white communities that I'm familiar with. Sometimes you name your kids after things that are, you know, supposed to be like emblematic or symbolic of ideals. And so maybe her mom wanted Saga to be someone who had a big journey that people would recognize. Also, on the other hand, it's very much the name of like a book character, right? It's the name of a character that Alan Wake would create, is what I'm saying. Saga was the Golden Saint of Gemini? I didn't know that. That's interesting. They could be pulling from that. Like, that could be the inspiration. Because I bet you... Oh, nice. We get the chapter in theme, too. Oh, and Saint Seiya? Okay. They may not be pulling from that. I don't know how much anime... Sam Lake here watches. If this were Kojima, sure. He's more about movies than anime, but I have heard multiple people.
The heart is gone too. Did the fucker take it with him?
Oh, it is. I mean, it could be under something for all the fuck we know. Here's the toppled over autopsy table, but yeah, I guess he disappeared with the heart. God, Saint Seiya.
Must be locked from the other side.
I haven't watched that. It's been so long since I've seen Saint Seiya. That's like 90s anime, right? Or 80s anime. What have I not looked at then? And literally, how has no one come in here from gunshots? Did that take battery? No. Shining it takes battery. Pomo's gonna miss the release of Metal Gear Solid Delta. Oh, I think she'll play it. She just won't be streaming it. I really do like that she's infected Alira and Reimu with the Metal Gear brain rot. You don't have anything else to say? Yeah, definitely 80s sounds right. What am I missing? Figure out where Nightingale went. I don't have any more clues though.
The killers are usually the ones performing the ritual, not the detective. Acting out their sick fantasy. They may be trying to get you involved, forcing you into their twisted world.
I'm missing bits. But not all of these are going to be found here. There's too many bits. They're great games, to be honest. I don't think I've ever played any of the Saint Seiya games. Oh, the Metal Gear games? Yeah, they're fantastic games. With the exception of Peace Walker. Peace Walker is okay. You didn't like 4? I liked 4. It was definitely different. And yeah, Twin Snakes is kind of divisive. Twin Snakes, I think, didn't need to happen at all. But, like, the first one still exists and people still play it all the time, so it's fine. What are you?
The Mile High Strangler case. Proud of that one.
Read all my manuscript pages, which have trouble loading. Damn, this game needs an update or two. Radio? Radio? Oh, that's where I play shit. Never mind. It's like, can I radio someone from my mind base?
A true classic.
4 is not a game. There's game there. It's just mostly cutscene. Revengeance is super fantastic. Yeah, yeah. Like, the gameplay of 5 is really good. It just sucks that there's only, like, a third of a game there. Right? There's also Metal Gear Acid, which I think is not canon at all. Find out where Hartman went. But he fucking vanished. So did Breaker. I feel like I've combed this place 3 times now and I can't interact with anything. Which makes me think I still have to do something in my mind place. I can't talk to Casey. I want to talk to Casey. Yeah, I mean, 5 comes after... 5 and Peace Walker are kind of the same thing.
Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flick the switch. It goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home.
Just revisiting this.
Page in the Woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now.
Don't know if we've seen this one.
Inside.
Maybe.
The awful truth. You must dig it out.
Yeah, I think we did.
Put inside him. In his chest. I must find out what.
Undiscovered sheriff station map. Figure out where Nightingale went. But I would like to leave, please. I can't fast travel out. Fortune 05 is a great game, but like an awful Metal Gear Solid game. That's... I mean, yes and no, right? Like, MGS 5 is pretty good. It's just really obvious that Konami pulled the rug out from under Kojima part of the way into making the game. And so they were rushed to finish it, which is probably why Kojima's name appears in that game like 500 times in the most bold, prominent way possible.
Killers are usually the ones performing the ritual, not the detective. Acting
At the beginning and end of literally every single mission.
They may be trying to get you involved, forcing you into their twisted world.
Peace Walker plot was way too stupid. Your issue with 4 is like not only the cinematics, but the way Kojima resolves the plot points of the previous games is really underwhelming. I liked the end of 4. I mean, it's been a while for me, but I liked the end of MGS4 quite a bit. It was definitely more over the top. Well, I mean, it's hard to say that anything is more over the top in a bunch of Metal Gear games because they're all so fucking silly. Like, we've had that conversation before. I think your favorite is 2, right? And when the Shagohod was the Metal Gear in 3, because it's the one in the past. It's the one the Russians are working on before Metal Gears are a thing. Did they still call it the Shagohod? In 5? Because 5 had the like giant walking Metal Gear. It was taller. I think it was taller than the rest. It looked taller and like more slim than the rest. But that's when Konami fired Kojima. And as a result, 5 is basically unfinished.
Miss you, kiddo. I'll be home soon.
I'm gonna let your image load because you look cute. Yeah!
If only the rest of the Bureau knew what a softie Casey is.
That's so cute. God. Max Payne being at like a happy birthday. Sahelanthropus. That's right. Sahelanthropus is Metal Gear Solid 5. Figure out where Nightingale went. The heart is missing. There's nothing else I can interact with, or at least it seems that way. Can I go over here? What am I fucking missing? How am I going to figure out where he went? You know? Your head blocked 5? That's fine. 5 has some cool shit in it. It really does. And it's got, like, Kojima's obvious obsession with language as its kind of... as one of its central points. And, of course, revisiting child soldiers... the genesis of Jack. It's just like critically unfinished. It feels like 30 to 50% of a Metal Gear game. And that's all you get. Oh, you meant like the twist of Liquid Ocelot and the whole Patriots thing being 0 all along? Yeah, one of my favorite questions to ask people who have just recently finished playing Metal Gear games is, okay, so Ocelot. He was being... when he had Liquid's arm, he was being controlled by Liquid, right? Except for when he was pretending, because sometimes he had the robot arm and he was just pretending. But sometimes he was really being controlled. So, like, when was he pretending and when was he being controlled? And you don't actually get much of an answer of that, except for, like, at the end, it's him. It's totally him. And you get the, hey, you're pretty good line, right? Don't understand how in 5 Vulcan survived and what was Mantis doing in there. Also, Liquid being already born. It's been a minute since I played 5. And again, that game is, like, not finished, which is wild and does throw in a lot of questions because it's the one that's, like, dead in the center of the timeline. So it's supposed to be a bridge in between, like, the NES games and 3, and then 1 and 2 and 4. Is a thing, like, not fucking triggering? Let me reload here. Because certainly the game saved after that whole scene. Was Vulcan in 5? Vulcan was, again, the KGB guy. He was the dude with lightning powers in 3. Was he in 5? I remember Skullface and the dude on fire and the psychic kid. Was Volgan the fire dude in 5? You like 5 Game of the Year 2015? I don't remember what else came out in 2015. It certainly would have been if it was complete. Volgan was the fire dude in 5. And of course you have the twist that you're not actually playing as Snake the whole time. Which is kind of maybe uncertain if that's a fuck you to Konami or not. But it was definitely part of the story. How does Volgan meet his end in 3? Because 5 is like the most modern one aside from 4 and Revengeance. Yeah, in the sinking ship and at the top of Arsenal, those were definitely liquid moments. Absolutely. We got lightning strike so hard it exploded the Shago Hod. Damn, it's been a while. I watched Pomu and Alira play through 3, but I think I was like playing other stuff while I was watching it, so I don't remember those moments. Or that moment in particular. Raymu's playing it though, so there's yet another chance to watch it soon. Yeah, I don't know. He always had weird lightning powers, so it's not a huge stretch that he becomes like a further evolved weird
He didn't have a heart.
Paranormal thing.
But he still
Used the
got up.
keyboard to make sense of it.
The page predicted all of it. It helped me fight him.
He just disappeared? What the hell is going on here?
We need to figure that out if we're gonna
Hearthstone. I would probably say Undertale.
Make sense of this.
I had a roommate who played a whole fuckload of Hearthstone. I'm not a big card person though.
To what we just saw.
I'd love to
Oh, that's
blame this on
2014.
Mass hallucination caused by inhaling volcanic gas, but we both know that's bullshit. This was supernatural.
Well, I'm glad you were the one to say it. Now we can figure out a way forward. Right before things got crazy,
Yeah.
Breaker just vanished.
Maybe the sheriff.
Hearthstone came out for Android in 2015.
He seemed anxious, like he dreaded what was coming.
Yeah, Undertale was like, it's crazy. Undertale's like obviously one of those games that's like
Is there a connection?
incredibly obviously influenced by Earthbound, and there's a ton of those, right? And like, I love Earthbound. There's probably there's maybe one of the most influential games out there that like
Saga was back at Cauldron Lake.
resulted in a bunch of games that I
Saga
don't
had to
like.
Pursue Nightingale into the overlap. Find your way.
But
into the
Undertale was
difficult.
fantastic, and then it went on to be
Saga
like
would learn
hyper
how.
influential.
Stop the monster.
What's the deal with Undertale Yellow? I heard there was some drama about that recently. Something about the music. And like it maybe not being available to be licensed, and people had like problems with that, but then Toby Fox came out and was like, nah, they can use it though. Because it's a big fan project? I don't know. I haven't looked into it at all. I just heard shit about it.
Like a bomb had gone off. Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her under the light. Lurched past her.
Did I just not
Taken
listen to
could
this
not see
page?
into bright light. The light hurt them.
No, we listened to
Hurt
this
the
one.
darkness in them. Made them vulnerable. I flick the switch. It goes click. Show me the clicker. Lights are off, but somebody's home. Hemingway brought you here, witch. Get out of my house, Nightingale shouted. A wave of terror crashed through Saga's head.
But yeah, Undertale was
The
a
awful
phenomenon
truth.
when it came out, and like
Nightingale
kind of,
had
sort
no
of, still
heart in his
is.
chest,
Although we have
but here
Delta
he
Rune
was,
now.
killing a monster. The world had lurched out of balance. You found
It's
yourself
one of those
trapped on the
things where
far
like
side of the
the
mirror.
game is amazing, really, really amazing,
Saga was back at Cauldron Lake.
just for its whole take on
He
like
was
the
there too.
genre and how it's
Nightingale
presented, and the music
was
is great, and
wasn't
people
to
love the
take in
characters.
A creature of darkness.
It's a
He
very
was
well
beyond
told
her reach,
story.
where some other strange reality, the dark place, merged with ours. This place in the dark.
But like,
a tarp thrown over
you gotta
top,
be
drowning
real
everything
careful about
beneath
that
it.
fandom.
A flood of darkness, soaking into everything, spoiling it, rotting it. The page called this area an overlap. Saga had to pursue
And
Nightingale
fandoms like that are
into the
why I never
overlap.
got
Finding a
into
way in would be
like
difficult, required precise steps,
RBWY
a
or
ritual.
Homestuck.
Saga would learn how. Stop the monster before he killed again. Her job. He'd be
But maybe
inside,
that stuff's really
waiting
excellent,
for her.
and it's just the fandom that's like, ugh. You know?
The killers are usually the ones performing the ritual, not the detective. Acting out their sick fantasy. They may be trying to get you involved, forcing you into their twisted world.
Don't have any more clues. Happening with Steven Universe? Yeah, I had one buddy who was really big into Steven Universe and really liked it. He was a really wholesome dude. Has a daughter. He liked the first 2 seasons, but the fandom made you stop watching it. I forget when this was. This was back when, I mean, I think probably at least 1 season, maybe 2 had come out. I had one buddy who was really into Steven Universe and liked it a ton, but like had a hard time recommending it to people. Damn. That's a lot of branches. Okay, so we are now back where I was. Figure out where Nightingale went. I mean, he just fucking disappeared, though. The fandom was really bad. What was so bad about him? Because I don't know anything about it, really. Like, I remember, more than the Steven Universe fandom, I remember, like, people being anti-Steven Universe because it was, like, too... I mean, basically too woke before people started calling everything woke. But that's all the people that, like, didn't like it. There were fucking 2 things in there? Oh my god. What's this other one? Painkillers. Gonna put that in my Estus slot spot. And that in my spell slot. It was just really toxic? Damn. Wasn't that show all about, like, not being toxic, though?
Must be locked from the other side.
Like, it was super about acceptance and just being who you are. It's kind of odd for a fandom to be extra toxic around that. I mean, It's not incredibly surprising, I suppose. How the fuck am I supposed to get out of this morgue?
It doesn't budge.
I don't understand why I can't push this door. Okay, so I think we only had 3 sheriffs with us. And 2 of them are dead, and Breaker's just gone. But I don't understand what I need to do. A little ironic. Yeah. Then again, picking up shit out of this medical box over here was really finicky. So there might just be something that's really finicky that I need to interact with. Clue says figure out where Nightingale went. So there's got to be something about him disappearing that I can interact with. There's no blood here anymore. Because I reloaded after he shot, so that was just a texture stain and nothing important. First thing that comes in your head is when they almost pushed someone to suicide because they didn't like a drawing of Rose. God damn. That's horrible. Steven Universe Aquamarine. The March birthstone doesn't appeal to you. It's your birthstone. I think that this show is an embarrassment to all stone names. See, I don't know anything about that. I know that a couple of characters are... Like, Steven's the only human in the show, right? And then the rest are all... You have, like, Amethyst and Aquamarine as characters. But I never watched it, so I don't know. Usually, when I get stuck in things like this, I'm missing something hyper fucking obvious. Right? Let me pull the fire alarm game. It's all Zodiac gems? Okay. So it's not like Land of the Lustrous, where they're all just different stones and metals. It's like specifically Zodiac gems.
Can't be opened on this side.
Well, what can you interact with, Saga? Land of the Lustrous was super good. I only watched the anime, which I liked a lot. And I remember looking up like a couple... Like, I've seen covers of manga chapters, and the art looks fantastic. And so I would love more of that series, and maybe that should be like one of the next things on my reading list. Because, yeah, Land of the Lustrous was super good. Yeah, there's got to be something. These 2 doors are locked. Do I have a map of just this area? I don't think I have. Right. We have our Bright Falls area, and then undiscovered sheriff station. So maybe there's a map lying around somewhere. But I don't see any other doors. So these double doors, which I can't do anything with. Unless, like, the angle is really weird. Like that box.
Can't get through this.
That one's locked. Can't go through here, even though it kind of seems like there's shit on the other side, and that other door is unlocked from basically right over here. And there's no other doors in here. And Casey's just standing around like, dude, dive through a window for me, please. Pull out 2 guns and bullet time through something.
Must be locked from the other side.
I can't interact with light switches. I got Halston on the brain still. That game is going to be super great. And also its puzzles were a little bit more straightforward than this. Let's see. Breaker disappeared from like right over here. I believe he was staring up at the lights or the table. This is on the side of the table. Just a plug. Remember when everybody was talking about Hoseki no Kuni? And everyone forgot no second season? Yeah, I know. Oh, the manga's finished? Yo. Because the ending point for that anime is really interesting. And I think even at the time, the manga was further along than that. But it was unfinished, so I didn't check in on it. That art style is super good, though. And I really like that main character. I can't bring my gun out. Yeah, the concept is pretty good. Because at first it seems like, oh, hey, gym people, that's cool. But then you learn it's like actually way far in the future after humanity is super fucking ended. And like all these different forms of life have sprung up afterwards. It's a really cool setting and a really cool concept. Okay, I have pressed my fucking face against every wall in here. How to get out of the morgue. Arrange the case files. Locate all of Nightingale's manuscript pages. Nightingale must be profiled about 6 times within the Mayan Palace? What? And then gather his heart? What? Oh, that's not it. How to leave the morgue. Update murder at Cauldron Lake case. I feel zero shame in looking that up. This game heavily relies on... fucking there it is.
A dead man turned into a
okay.
monster.
The game relies
Way to fight him.
heavily on this case board stuff.
This is the
There are new chapters and it's still ongoing? Damn. That's gonna be something I have to look into. Because I've been reading, though not recently at all, 4 or 5 pages per month. Damn. I've been reading Witch Hat Atelier. And that's really super good. But I haven't looked in excuse me, I haven't looked into it in a couple of months. But that manga is going places, and I think it's getting an anime. If it takes long hiatuses. I mean, a lot of mangaka are like known for working themselves way too hard. So I'm kind of okay with that, right? I kind of fallen like Deus and I were talking a while back about Silk Song. And I totally agree that having like producers and such that kind of rein in the more creative types to like keep things done on a specific timeline is a good thing. But also like don't crunch yourself to death. Can I maybe now talk to Casey? I got new evidence added to... Yeah.
Which places Nightingale?
Nice. Wow, okay. Look at every case. In my mind, palace, I mean place.
Stop him before anyone else gets hurt.
Okay.
So now we can go through these 2 doors, right? Took you long enough.
Did you get spooked by the bodies?
Sheriff Breaker
Are you serious?
Nightingale turned into some sort of a monster, and there
Are you sober?
You two handle things here. We need to get back to Cauldron Lake immediately.
Fuck me. That's terrible. We'll do what we can, man.
I'm glad you automatically believed me about the turning into a monster thing, because that could have worked out poorly for me.
But that's crazy, right, Thornton?
Give.
Nightingale's heart was missing. How could he do anything? He's dead.
Yeah, well, who's to say it was really Nightingale?
Yeah, right. Well, that's all. Easy talk. Monsters aren't real, and what do you mean the sheriff disappeared?
You see him in there?
He's gone like magic?
Yeah, dude, 1 frame, he was gone.
Magic's not real. Right? Mulligan?
No, Thornton. Monsters aren't real, and magic's definitely not.
I like these 2 dumb cops. He knew it, but you also knew you weren't smart enough if you really knew it. Mangaka stopped making chapters once because he got a PS5 and started playing games for a month. That's totally been a thing that's happened to several people, right? What was that sound? Was it you jiggling around? Drop the manga for like a year or 2? Neither of these are gonna work. It's like a 2-year gap between release of chapter 95 and 96. God damn, that's worse than Berserk. Which, you know, rip. I haven't paid attention to any of the new Berserk. I've heard people say it's alright. But, like no one, I haven't seen anyone compare it to, like, last season Game of Thrones. Right? But we're clearly not going to get pure Kentaro Miura for the final chapters. And, like, the last thing he put out is a pretty okay stopping point. Yeah, what do you think about those 2, Max? I mean, Casey? We know we just saw a fucking demon. Here we go. Oh my god, it's the Threshold Kids. Yeah!
Did somebody call for a tour guide? Oh, wow.
Yeah, punch that bear. That's a great idea.
Unforgettable tour experiences at affordable prices. That's right. I'm Ilmo Koskela, voted best coffee roaster / tour guide by Coffee World magazine, and I'm here to give you the tour of a lifetime. But Ilmo, I've heard the
God, I know people who look exactly like that guy. Is this the same person playing 2 different characters with a fake beard?
Many local attractions have recently become fenced off by the government.
I think it is.
That's why at Koskela Brothers Adventure Tours we say, fuck the government. We have bolt cutters. Oh wow. You think of everything. And
Oh man.
we'll take you anywhere.
Fuck the government, we have bolt cutters is such a great line.
Through the scenic Elderwood National Park.
I need to get myself some bolt cutters in-game.
Crystal clear waters of Bright Falls Dam.
What, you're reading a lot of mangas right now? I need to expand how many manga I'm reading.
The tour of a lifetime is just one phone call away. Book now to get a 9% discount on this limited edition Oh Dear Diner coffee thermos.
It's the coffee thermos! The collectibles from Alan Wake 1. That's cute. You made a whole fucking live action commercial and had a lot of fun with it just to punch a cardboard bear in the face and put coffee thermos as a reference. Hey, cadet. Didn't hear the gunshots, huh? Oh god, I kicked the doors open. Why is that even? Why are those separate physics objects? That's hilarious. It wouldn't be Alan Wake without the thermos. That's very true. I'm gonna take your bullets and your painkillers. You won't need them. I'm glad painkillers are back as an item. Because in Alan Wake 1, it was just light. You needed to go find a street light. There's our map. Which I guess I got, even though nothing popped up. Yeah, there's our map. These take forever to load. That's so bad. Where? Medical store. Okay, so this is... Whoa, game lag. This is stuff that wasn't in Alan Wake 1. Maintenance, evidence, medical storage, which I can't get into yet. It's nice that it shows it's locked, though. Currently reading Jujutsu Kaisen, and it's great. I definitely see a lot of people talk about that. I have not watched or read any Jujutsu Kaisen. I watched one video of a dude who was talking about VtuberEN, because I've seen that mentioned like a lot. And they made the comment of like, it's a really great, relaxing, and emotional thing to watch, especially in contrast to stuff like Jujutsu Kaisen, where main characters are just getting murked left and right every other episode. But I mean, that's not really a knock on Jujutsu Kaisen, you know? And just different flavors. No one of you is stealing the toilet paper. I've been counting them, and there's an entire roll missing every day from stock. Theft is taken seriously around here. It's a sheriff's station, for Pete's sake. One of these days, I'm going to catch you red-handed, and you better believe you're getting thrown out. What a disgrace. Don't steal toilet paper. What kind of nut counts toilet paper rolls? Sounds like you've got too much time on your hands. That's the type of thing a toilet paper roll thief would say. But also, they're not wrong. Can I look at the cells? Hey!
Do we have to do this, Walter? Huh?
This is slightly different than Alan Wake 1. You only had the one side in that game.
I want out! Something bad's going down. I can feel it. Let me out!
Yeah, you're not wrong. No, wait, were there two sides in Alan Wake 1? Maybe. You don't like stories where nothing happens and VtuberEN is like that? But it's supposed to be like very character driven and emotional, right? Like I think it's very explicitly, from what I understand,
we need to be prepared in case things escalate more than they already
not a big epic story, because the whole point is it starts after that big epic story happened. And I like character pieces. But I am with you. I do like stories where like the story goes places and a lot of development and shit happens.
Think we'll actually find Nightingale at the lake?
But at the same time, like fucking 13 Sentinels is amazing. And there's just story after story after story, twist after twist after twist in that game. But at the same time, I really like Blame, where there's like a lot of build up and little bits of world building and explanation every once in a while. And then it just kind of ends with like extremely little resolution. But it's super good. You also like them to like at least be funny. Yeah, I don't think VTuberEN is supposed to be a comedy like at all. For sure, I do like comedies.
Rinse and repeat. Clock out, get a beer.
I've been watching, as far as comedy goes. That's how stuff was sold to you, and you're in volume 5, and you don't see much happening. Maybe the anime moves faster than the manga.
Yeah, right.
Because I also heard people talk about, like, you have episode 1, and then there's, like, a 50-year time skip in episode 1, and then episode 2 or 3 is, like, another 5 or 10 years after that. Speaking of comedy, though, I've been rewatching some Game Changer, not an anime. It's a show on, what's it fucking called? Dropout. It's like a college humor thing, which normally, but some of them are pretty good. And Game Changer is a lot of fun. It's like a game show, but every single episode, the game show changes. And then also, Breaking News is a cool little, like, short thing they do, where it's like 5 to 10 minutes each episode, and the whole gimmick is they're like a bunch of newscasters, but none of them know what they're going to say, and they just have like a little ticking scroller that's dialogue someone else wrote for them that they have to read through, and the whole thing is like whoever laughs the most loses. And they're kind of hit or miss. Damn, audio. I want to hear that you know why Nightingale was here. I want to hear Max Payne talk. Damn it. But it cuts out the most during loading screens. I want to hear Alex Casey talk shit about Max Payne. I mean, Alex Casey. What is this? You know... Damn. I was going to see if I can... Maybe, wait. It's loading, though. I was going to say, like, maybe I can call it here and see if I can fix these audio issues. But if I Alt F4 in the middle of it loading, that might fuck shit up. Because this is, like, a lot of audio. I heard nothing but people talking this game up, and this is, like, a lot of audio issues.
Clean and
maybe if I pause it until it's done loading.
I know why Nightingale was here 13 years ago.
But this is still audio. Well, at least we get to hear it if this happens, though. You like the flashback scenes? The characters' interaction is interesting to watch. You just don't feel that same chemistry in VTuberEN's current party. That's fair. I did see something, though I didn't watch a video about this, but I did see something titled, like, Flashbacks Done Right, and it was definitely a VTuberEN video. There we go.
He was chasing a writer, Alan Wake.
Tammy mentioned him. She's writing a book on his disappearance.
You know the detective character from his books, Alex Casey.
Yeah, I've heard the jokes at the office. Cold case Casey. Murder case Casey. Sorry.
Ha ha. It's the same name, similar job. It's the first thing anyone thinks of. It annoyed me, but that was it. Then, 10 years ago, I started getting strange letters in the mail. Fragments of prose describing murders. You've heard the stories about what happened in New York. Some of it, at least. Bodies started to...
No, don't cut off. New York? Was Alex Casey going to start talking about fictional character Alex Casey and then hinting at Max Payne happening? The heart.
The page says Nightingale's in something called an overlap. Need to figure out exactly what that means.
I'm happy I'm not in charge of this mess.
Thanks.
Let's start looking for Nightingale where he was killed.
I'm happy you're tagging along. You know what I'm going to do? I need to test and fix this audio issue, because it's like, it's bad. So I need to do some reading. So what I'm going to do is get out of here. And then can I hide my bookmarks bar? No? Well, okay. What we're gonna do... Yep. Just pop over here and go... Chapter 2... Intro. Well, I'm not looking at any of that shit. I need to figure out this audio issue, because holy shit, it's bad. It's almost unplayable. It's really disruptive. I want to fix that, like, a lot. Gige? Oh, isn't that the character that Reimu is obsessed with? Just loves to kill his children, give broken plot armor to his villains? Oh, is that the mangaka for Jujutsu Kaisen? Okay. What does Fujimoto write? I think I've heard that name, but I don't know anything by them. I'm so incredibly behind on anime and manga. Like, I haven't watched anything from this season, barely anything from last season. Yeah, I mean, manga's always better. Manga's almost always better. I can't think of a single one where, like, the anime was better. Chainsaw Man, okay. I need to read that too, because that's gonna go, like, way ahead of the anime very quickly. I'll just read Chainsaw Man and then, like, watch the openings and endings and call it good. I mean, that show's pretty well animated, though. The first season was quite good. Or the first half of the first season. That's all I've seen. Anyway, I definitely need to pick up on that. Yeah, I'm going to try and find a way to fix this audio issue, because, like, goddamn, it's crazy. But I'm definitely going to find a way to keep playing this, because it's really cool and it looks great. I just need it to not trip over itself endlessly whenever it tries to load. So I'm going to call a stream here and make some dinner. Stop caring about seasonal anime. I think that's healthy. Watching Initial D again? Hell yeah. Initial D is so good. Damn, I'm going to go back and watch fucking GTO. Game's looking great. Too much cinematics, though. There's... Yeah, I mean, it's just the intro. And, like, the atmosphere is aces. And what I can hear of the voice acting, I love. Saga might be doing a fake English accent, a fake American accent. I have my suspicions. But yeah, I'm going to try and fix this audio issue, because that's disruptive to a game that I think is otherwise probably going to be great. And clearly everybody else thinks so too, because it won fucking all the awards immediately after coming out, which might be a bit of a recency bias thing, but, like, Remedy has style. And so I want to play through this. So J Hank Zozo, thanks for coming and hanging out. I greatly appreciate it. Teddy, thanks as well. And I'll see y'all next time. You refuse to watch Initial D? I have not seen MF Ghost. I don't even think I've heard about it. So it probably is bad because it gets no mention anywhere. But yeah, I'm gonna get some dinner. Again, thanks for hanging out. Adios. Atsumaho. Bye-bye. See you next time.